street lights come on, and doors come out and play. Yeah. I see homies fall victim to the place that I was raised. Got homies that be trapping cause they trap, there's no escape. Yeah. I love the streets, but the streets only lead to an early grave.
They wanna bring me in for questioning, I guess I'm on the run again. Talk about it, but ain't about it, no I ain't want it.
What up, y'all? This is Justin Mizak. We're here with Street Motivation Magazine, and we have our guest, Coyote. How y'all doing?
Sir, what up, man?
We chilling. Man, chilling. It's a blessing to have you guys come through and to have this dialogue. And with every musical journey, it just really kind of starts off with adolescence. And who are some of the people that were really putting you on to music at the early age? Like, was it family? Was it your parents? Was it homies? Or did you guys seek it out yourselves?
Our sister kind of just being, right, she was a little older, and being in LA, she was listening to hip-hop stuff, so we kind of got put on to certain artists. Looking at Dub C right there, the West Side Connection album, the Bow Down one was one of our first regulations of hip-hop that she put us on, and then and being in LA, really, you know, just
a little bit of everything, what you just said, homies, siblings, and friends, and even uncles too. My uncle he was from the Bay. He used to play Mac Dre and Mac Mall. A bunch of shit, man, just different shit. E40.
And then remember my sister's boyfriend put us on to like East Coast shit, Wu-Tang, and that opened up a whole different like lane that we started gravitating to. Because being in LA, you just hear all the West Coast stuff, and then once he put us on to that, we kind of started going this way, like to the East Coast stuff. Yeah.
What was it about hip hop that you guys identified with it?
I feel like being like Latinos in the U.S., you don't see yourself too much. So then, this for me, anyways. Like I'm not white, right? So I feel like I'm more this than that. You know what I'm saying? So then I just really embodied it, and I never really thought about it. I just was being like, I just loved it, so I just embodied the culture. So yeah, I think that's what it was, man. The raw, authentic, also vulnerability, like with cats like Tupac, and you know, like you could be this tough dude but still be emotional and shit. Like I just loved it, man. I thought it had a lot of layers to it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But y'all were also sports people as well. You guys were playing ball. Yeah, and that's kind of how it transitioned into music.
Yeah, sure.
Did you see any real parallels at the time when you were doing it from sports to music?
At the time for myself, not really. I was like really focused on the sports thing.
He was the athlete for sure.
But definitely, like going back to what he was saying, that why we gravitated more towards hip hop is because, you know, we would go outside. Our friends were black. Basketball. Like we're the only Hispanics in the whole team. You know what I'm saying? So we were just around the culture all the time, and that's kind of why we gravitated towards it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we had that two worlds, like in our family space, Latino, Mexican shit. But then we'll go out to the real world or whatever, or the U.S. with basketball, black people, school, fucking hip hop shit. So we just started meshing like these two worlds, three worlds really, because then we also had like skateboarding culture around us.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? So those three cultures really made us, like hip hop, skateboarding, and Mexican American culture.
And all the sports went out the window as soon as we started smoking weed.
But it correlated because competitive. We're competitive even with rapping, just like we were with sports.
Yeah, you both being brothers, especially writing rhymes, because I know that a big key factor in you becoming artists was freestyling. So did you guys have that competitive nature to spar with each other, and then
for sure.
it transformed into you guys writing?
I would say, freestyling, we never like took it like that, but on wax, it was definitely like you don't want to be the whack one.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So even to this day, we try to outdo each other. He gets me a lot of times, I get him a lot of times, I could recognize when I get got, and I'm like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, you got a better verse.
Yeah. Not me though, man. I just always think I'm
well, I could recognize it. Like, all right, you got me.
Nah,
But,
yeah.
Was it difficult at first to come up with rhyme schemes and kind of stay focused on concepts because you guys were used to freestyling so much?
I don't think so, because we almost started both at the exact same time. We started freestyling, then immediately we went and bought Fruity Loops, Cubase. What was it? Cubase first? We started recording ourselves on Cubase. So the two went hand in hand. We started freestyling and writing music at the exact same time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so, and we became self-sufficient immediately. Like, we never really needed studios or outside producers, or we became in-house, like, very, from the inception.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, that's really amazing. And speaking of self-sufficient, and I just want to piggyback off of the whole Black-Brown unity, you worked with Von Poe the Seventh, the
shout
leader.
Out Poe.
Yeah, shout out to him, creator of Threat Culture. I've worked with him in the past.
Yeah.
What was it about him and working with him in general that made you guys mesh? Because I know that you guys are really into developing skits and being personalities, and he likes to tell stories visually. So how did that come together?
I think the homie Doughboy back in the days, like, we were up on what Organized Threat was doing, and then I think he reached out to Poe, and he's like, I want this guy to shoot one of your videos, and that's pretty much how it started. We're like, all right, let's run it. And then I met Poe, and we kind of vibed immediately, and then we kind of just developed like somewhat of a like friendship / brotherhood vibe, like, to this day. Like, we could not talk for months, and like, I'll hit him up and it's regular, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I liked what he was doing with Organized Threat at the time. They really had a staple in, like, the underground LA scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when we first started, or at least when I first started, like, I wanted to crack that scene. Like, I wanted to be just an underground cat, rapping shit. But then I started growing up and
You want to be the underground king.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the UGKs, you know,
it's like I like Jedi Mind Tricks, Mortal Technique.
Yeah,
like,
gotta shout out Psycho Realm too.
Yeah, Psycho Realm. So, you know, my early 20s, I was into, like, finding myself mode, and that's around when I met Poe, and then we started growing, man, and then I realized, shit, you know, it's harder than writing dope 16s, making good songs that everyone wants to listen to.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
at the early stage, I feel like he was taking it a lot more serious than I was. I was just more on some, like, hobby rapper kind of thing. Like, I think I'm cool, I'll just rap every now and then and shit. But then started getting nice with it, and I was like, man, maybe I should take it a little more serious. Even to this day, like, without him, he's kind of like my manager a little bit.
Oh,
he's
nice.
like the motherfucker that be on me, like, nah, we got to be here, we got to do this. And I'm like, all right, come on, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Even last night, and Poe would always tell me too, like, because Poe would get on us when we're slacking, or back then he was like y'all ain't taking yourself serious, and he's like, I can tell y'all motivate each other. He's like, and at the time, Rick wasn't really putting out a lot of stuff when I was doing the Vic Virtuoso stuff. We were, right, but it was just kind of like, we were both kind of like, again, finding ourselves. Do we still want to do this thing? And Poe was one of the people that would get on us. He'd be like, hey, don't forget to get on your bro too, because that's what's nice too. So it is one of those dynamics. Like, even last night, when we were at Game Shit, I was telling him, like, we can't be here too late. We got something to do in the morning.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
He's my day-to-day.
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
And
And
I
then,
have messages I can show you right now. You gotta be there at 11.
no, but it's about accountability, you know, and I think that's a beautiful thing when you're working with your brother, that you could be honest and have that dialogue of like, hey, like, I kind of need you to
exactly.
be on point.
So I'm like, man, do we have to? Like, not for this one, right? But there's certain things I'm like, yes, bro, we have to do it. Like,
I just be hungover, too lit.
I mean, rapper life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, rapper life is exhausting, bro.
It is, but shit.
I think a lot of people don't see that. You know, they don't see they just see the music videos and the party and the lifestyle, but they don't see the behind the scenes of you know, y'all being fathers and having family. Yeah, exactly.
We have to combine the two. Even our process, like, we have to turn our garage into the studio because we have families. We watch our kids. We raise our fucking kids. So we have to be somewhere where we could be with them and still work, and and the two have to coexist. Like,
yeah, it's a family affair. Yeah. And speaking of game, just a little bit earlier, and management too, you know, Whack 100 brought you guys in. Yeah. An experience I really want to talk to y'all about is you've been in Europe with game, and you guys are really big on celebrating and putting Chicano and Latinx culture on your backs, which is a beautiful thing. How was that, like, really putting that culture out there in front of Europe and seeing how people would receive it and everything like that?
Yeah. In hindsight, like, looking at it now, I guess it was bigger than what it felt at the moment. Mm-hmm. Like, at the moment, you just kind of just doing your thing and just going out there and, you know what I'm saying, making sure you put on a good show and just kind of like just going out there and killing it, you know what I mean? Because we did that every night. Yeah. And they were all surprised because they told us before the tour started, like, these fans, they're strictly game fans. So don't get discouraged if you go out there and they're like, where's the game? Like, get the fuck off the stage, boo you type shit. And we were like, all right, bet, kind of took it as like a challenge. Every night we went out there, like, they showed us love, like, they even interacted with us, try to figure out the songs we were singing and sing them back. Yeah. And looking back at it now, it's like, yeah, we kind of did do that and put, like, our people that look like us out there in Europe, because I'm sure they never seen nobody that looked like us out there, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they were kind of looking at us like, oh shit, who the fuck are these dudes, you know what I mean?
And it's a beautiful thing because even with your visuals, it has a storyline, there's concepts, there's stuff that, like, if you're from LA, like, you understand, but going internationally and trying to bring that to life in front of a bunch of people, it's difficult to do. But never, and also too having the battle of trying to win someone's crowd over.
Exactly. Game literally before he got on the flight, he's like, trust me, I've brought everyone, Nipsey, fucking TDE, Kendrick, YG. He's like, all of them at least been booed a couple times, so don't get discouraged. It's a tough crowd. They don't like anyone I ever bring. And we're like, all right, and they loved us every night, man.
See, that's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible.
And we have to, like, some people tell us, like, not to do what you said. Like, they already know you're Mexican. Stop representing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Just be. And I kind of feel that in a way, but I also feel like no one ever told Big Pun, or they don't tell the Puerto Ricans not to do that. It's just like, just because it's never been cracked as a Mexican or Chicano artist, like, they feel like it'll hold you back, but not if the music's good enough. That's how I see it. Like, if we're good enough, it's not gonna matter if we throw the culture on our back. It's gonna open up a new door for people that look like us.
It's so funny because from the beginning, from the Bronx, when hip hop was developed, brown folks were there off rip. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that we haven't really seen too many brown artists be in the mainstream?
As far as Los Angeles goes?
Not just Los Angeles in general. I mean, I know we had Fat Joe, Pun, Cypress Hill,
Kid Frost a little bit.
Kid Frost. I mean, there's some notable people. Yeah, you know, Pitbull. But I'm just saying, like,
Pitbull used to rap,
more, like, where there's like more representation, I should say.
Yeah. I think because we were comfortable, just like I always say this, Latinos helped build the hip hop house, right? Mm-hmm. But we never owned real estate in the motherfucker.
That's true.
So we were always seen as the help and not an actual face or a player in this game. So, and I think in LA or just in general, maybe a lot of Latinos never felt that they could do it
because they didn't see themselves up there.
Yeah.
But when you go to these shows, like, at least like 70% of the people out here in LA, at least, it's all fucking Hispanics.
Yeah. I mean? And some of the music was subpar back then. Like, it was cool. Like, even the Chicano movement, like, I fuck with it, right? But it seemed like it was only for Latino people. Like,
it wasn't all inclusive.
Yeah. So, because of that, it never really took it to the next level. Like, what we're trying to do is really take it to the next level. And, like, you see us and you see hip-hop. When you hear us, you hear hip-hop. It's irrelevant what we are. You start knowing what we are because we'll throw in the Spanish word or, you know what I'm saying? We'll do some shit like that. But, yeah, man. So maybe that's why, I don't know, but we're trying to break that cycle.
Yeah, the reason why I asked is because I feel like Chicano or Latinx culture is becoming more mainstream. As you see with, like, reggaeton and you're seeing in the TV and film space. But it seems like you guys are definitely holding the flag for hip hop and trying to reach that level where it's like, no, it doesn't even have to be an LA thing. It could be across the world. There's MCs that spit, or there's artists that are great, and we just so happen to be brown.
Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty much what we're trying to
on the money right there.
Yeah. Because we do rule the reggaeton space, and that's one of the highest streaming musics in the world, and we have our own entertainment where we kind of, do good at, but in hip hop, it's this thing where it's not really, like, we're there, we're present, but we're not. Where's our Kendrick, or where's our J. Cole's, or our Drake's?
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to be, like that type of artist, like on that level in hip hop music. Like.
It's incredible. I also know that you have other goals outside of that, TV and film. I mean, if you look at your IG, you guys have skits, you guys have cartoons, little tidbits there. I know comedy is kind of like your niche right now. Do you see yourselves going into more serious roles or acting or things of that nature?
Yeah, I want to be a porn star.
Really?
Yeah, he got the surgery now. He got one that hangs to his knee. He's really investing in
long life dream of mine.
Nah, we definitely want to act.
Wait a minute. Hey, for some people, we in Los Angeles, Chatsworth is like right around the corner.
He just started the OnlyFans, follow him.
Yeah, follow him on OnlyFans. Link in my bio.
Nah, but hell yeah, we gonna act, man. We've already got little gigs of acting, like little bags, and we help with ideas on their commercials, or we've helped other artists do skits, and we just tapped in with this little agency, an acting agency. So we're really gonna try to, like, that's what I really want to act more.
I'm trying to be a villain in like a Marvel movie or something.
Yeah, so you guys are trying to cross over, because I know some rappers, that is the goal. They're like, I'm just in this rap stuff, so I can just get over there. Or there's some people who are like, nah, I'm trying to be multifaceted.
Exactly. That's like Childish Gambino, man.
That's the name that came to mind.
He's a great director, a great writer, a great actor, great artist, great musician. So that's like, why can't you do everything? I don't like the stigma of like, oh, you gotta stick to one thing, one sound, one. It's like, why?
I mean, Tyler's a great example too.
Exactly. Tyler, creator.
Yeah, just the people that just like, I'm gonna get up and do it. The Pharrells of the world.
Yep.
Do you ever think that sometimes being multifaceted kind of takes away from your potential of being great at one particular thing, especially at the time that you're, trying to focus on that?
If you're not great, yeah. But if you are, then I don't think so. Like, I think our main focus right now is music. Like, we're hyper focused on music. All these other things are on the back burner until we accomplish what we want to accomplish in music. So that's completely like number one above everything. And then all the other things, we know we could do it. So it's like, once we get in through this, then we can start venturing out. And because Tyler had a whole show on Comedy Central, and I think he just started getting better with music, even though he had all these different ventures, fashion and acting and directing videos for other people. Mm-hmm. Like, he did one of Schoolboy's videos. So he's a multifaceted dude, and he's only getting better in music. So it's like, if you're really that good and passionate about all the things you do, I don't think it'll hold you back.
Right.
Really, personally, but
right. We're coming to the close of this. What's up next for you guys? Any shows? Any tours? I'm pretty sure the music's on the way.
Yeah, music's for sure on the way. 2022, just continue to work, and I think we're gonna finally start dropping stuff, and then probably get back out on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just continue to fucking follow the dream, really.
Yeah, just unload music, man. Right now, we're really focused on building like a cult fan base.
Mm-hmm. Build that foundation.
Yeah, so the only way to do that is to be consistent. So just consistently drop stuff this year. And for sure shows are gonna come, but right now my main focus is the music and create the fan base, like create the audience so we're like self-sufficient in every form, so we don't need this label, that label, this person's cosign, this person's cosign. Like, I don't want to rely on that. It's cool to have it, right? But I want people to fuck with us because they fuck with us. So
that cult following.
Yeah, like Wu-Tang is here forever because they have a cult following. Like, you know what I'm saying? Artists like I don't really listen to his music, but I respect like Russ's audience. Like they fuck with him because they fuck with him. Like so many artists that have that type of following that it's gonna be around forever. So that's what we trying to be for real.
Well, I salute you guys. Definitely want to be part of the movement for sure.
You, man. Thank you. Man.
Big shout out to y'all for coming through. And this is Justin Muzak, Street Motivation Mag.
Yes, sir. Coyotes.